hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and welcome to Rocking with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message at this time. All right, so let's get right into the reading. This will be a general read, but it's also timeless as well. We are in a time of the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So I just felt called to go ahead and start, you know, getting right into the root of a lot of things that has been coming up with that Piscean energy of our emotions. You know, with water, it comes with the emotions. And a lot of times we don't know how to handle our emotions. And we have a lot of repressed emotions, whether it's anger, it's sadness, anxiety, a lot of these wounds that are coming up at this time that I've been seeing in the collective, mother, father wounds, abandonment wounds, neglect, emotional neglect wounds, or just a lot of reflections that's been happening in the collective on their childhood and a lot of things that we had to endure and a lot of things that we had to survive, right? So I feel as though a lot of these things are coming up because Spirit wants us to work through it and allow that storyline to be put to rest, right? Like what has worked in the past can no longer work anymore. You know, we developed a lot of these coping mechanisms in order to survive the environments that we had to like be in, right? We either became the funny friend, we became the strong friend, we became hyper independent, we became all of these things in order for us to survive in an environment that was not really conducive for our growth. So in order for us to have some kind of say in it, in order for us to have some kind of control, we decided to change ourselves so our environment outside of us can be easily able for us to navigate in, you know? So I feel as though it was time for me to go ahead and come on here and give y'all, you know, words of encouragement or just like things that we can share with each other to like help each other on our healing journey. So yeah, I'm sending you guys love at this time because it's not easy, okay? With all of these things coming up, it is not an easy thing to like deal with, especially when you get to like childhood wounds. Because if you've been crying, you've been emotional lately, you've been reactive lately, it's a lot of those wounds that are being triggered at this time. So I'm sending so much love to you guys at this time. I'm right there with you guys. I'm telling myself I need to stay, you know, feel my feelings, you know, give myself time to feel my feelings, but also not react too much to it because it's coming up for us to release it. And that's why a lot of things, especially that's the whole purpose of the lunar eclipse, is for us to release the old narratives that we've had thus far. So this is a time of transformation. This is a time for new beginnings. And a lot of times for us to welcome in that new beginning, we have to let go of the old storyline. We have to let go of the old beliefs, the old mindsets that we've had accumulated thus far. So now let's get into it. Let's see um what goddess can assist us at this time. You know, we are still on the goddesses, all right? I've been saying spirit, I was like, any other goddesses? Because, you know, it's a couple of them that has come up multiple times. And I was like, any new goddesses? Because there's a lot of goddesses in here that like even with Izon, look, she came out before in our past reading, but I'm not mad that she's coming out again. All right, let's see. Is there any other goddesses that would like to assist us during this time of welcoming in the new and letting go of the old? Is there any other goddesses? Let's see. I almost want to do this. Even Yasigi came out before. And let's do one more goddess. Let's see. Ooh, a Tete. Okay, she's definitely never came out before, so that's exciting. All right, let's see. Make sure you guys can see. Sometimes the light be doing too much. All right, let's read what the messages for Yasigi and Aizan and Atete has to say. And for Yasigi and Aizan, I'm just going to read the guidance because those two have definitely came out before in the past. But for Atete, I'm definitely going to read all of hers because yeah, she's a new goddess, okay? So starting off with Yasigi, let's see what she says. All right, so Yasigi's guidance is express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. All right, the embodiment is the way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You are not meant to. Living out loud and self expression look different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may seek out in other ways. Oh, excuse me. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for their loved ones. Goddess declaration I am free to express myself fully. Okay, and I love that she's coming out again, honestly, because a lot of times I talked about the repression of emotions, right? And a lot of times we're not these emotions are repressed because we didn't feel safe enough for us to show up as our authentic selves, right? So what do? We feel shunned, so we shun ourselves. The world outside of us shuns us, so we in turn shun ourselves, and we push down these emotions. But Yasigi's coming out saying, no, it's time for you to live out loud. Express your emotions, express your feelings, talk about the things that are hindering you. And if it bleeds into other people's storylines and stuff like that, that's okay. Because a lot of times when it comes to family and friends that played a role in our wounded healing journey, like in our wounds and stuff like that, they created those wounds for us. They're a part of it, you know. And it's okay for you to share that side of that. It's okay for you to share that story, because you're a part of it just as much as they are. And if they feel like that you're attacking them and stuff like that, and they take it in the wrong way, listen, that is their thing to deal with, okay? That's their wound that they have to deal with. But you have to express yourself. You have to acknowledge that you were hurt, you know? So yeah. Let's see what Aizan has to say. Let me drink some water. All right, so now we have Aizan, and Aizan's guidance is you are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe? All things are possible. Dare to dream bigger. Embodiment. You claim you want miracles, but you take in, I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. Goddess declaration, my life is full of miracles. Come on now. And y'all already know what song is coming up to mind, okay? Every time she comes out, I'm thinking about Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. When You Believe. That's what it's called. I thought it was called Miracles, but yeah. Believe in miracles. Mm-hmm. That is such a beautiful song. Like, and it's time for y'all to believe in miracles, because the old storyline of lack and not, feeling worthy of abundance, feeling worthy of good things, it keeps you in an old paradigm of, constantly operating in a state of fear, constantly operating in a state of pessimism, right? When it's time for you to start believing in greatness, start believing in your greatness and your abilities. Because if you go out into the world and you don't believe in yourself, you're going to see that reflected outside in the world. You're going to see people who don't believe in you, right? But even if you do believe in yourself, you will still go outside in the world and people will still not believe in you. So it's like, which one would you rather have? Would you rather reflect, would you rather reflect the people outside of you that are constantly reflecting, like, they are constantly saying that they don't believe in you, or they, would you rather be that, or would you be like so rooted in your belief in yourself and saying like, I don't give a damn what anybody outside of me thinks, what anybody else outside of me believes in when it comes to me. I believe in me, and I know that is way more important than anything outside of me. Okay? Any person, place, or thing outside of me. I'm giving myself a chance because I fucking believe in myself. And when you have that unwavering belief in yourself, nothing outside of you can derail you on your path. You will constantly have that willpower. You will constantly expect greatness. You would constantly be blessed by the universe because the universe is moving on your frequency, and whatever frequency you're on is whatever beliefs that you have about yourself and the world outside of you. And that is where the universe operates on. It's your beliefs, it's your frequency, it's your intention. But if you develop an intention of optimism, a frequency of optimism, then that's what will be reflected outside of you every time. You will see the magic everywhere you go. Even with challenges and things that come up, you will still see the good. You will still see the glass half full, not half empty. Okay? So now let's see what what Atete has to say. Hey. Okay. All right, so Atete is a goddess of worthiness, and she's from Oromo, Ethiopia. The temple is warriors, and the element is bush. Great goddess Atete, queen of the gods, is a fierce protector of women and girls for the Oromo people of Ethiopia. Atete's guidance. Stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. Come on now. Embodiment. You matter. Worthiness is your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your creator loves you unconditionally. Goddess declaration, I matter. What a beautiful message. Like, I don't know who needed to hear that because it is so true. Like, worthiness, like, your belief in worthiness is what's going to take you so far. I'm telling you, like, you have to believe that you are worthy of great things. Believe that you are worthy of being loved in all your different aspects, right? In all of them. Like, it's not difficult to love you. You are worthy to be loved in your flaws and all. Okay, like, you matter. We need your overflowing energy. We need all of you here. Okay, you bring so much light to the world. So if you've been having a difficult time, staying rooted in believing that you matter and believing that you are making a difference just by you being here, I'm here to tell you that you are making a difference just by you being here. You matter. You deserve to be here. You are worthy to be loved and to love others. You are worthy of all good things that are to come to your life, right? And when we forget that, a lot of times we see that being reflected outside of us. We see the contrast of playing small, of hiding, and then we attract people who will continue to enable that reality so that you can continue playing small. If you continue to play that role of hiding and playing small, you'll continue attracting people who want to keep you in that role. They're not going to say, no, you are a light and I see your greatness. I see your potential for greatness. They're not going to say that. They're going to play their role. Because you want to play that role, okay, let me play this role. So you don't ever remember who you are. So you don't ever see your lights. So you don't ever reach your highest potential. Because this is them talking, when you reach your highest potential, I will feel threatened. So I want to keep you at a space where, and at a place where you continue playing the mouse. Okay? You continue playing the mouse when in reality you're a lion. But I'm not going to tell you you're a lion. Because what? I'm afraid of lions. I'm afraid of lionesses. I'm not going to tell you you're great. If you don't come to that conclusion yourself, I'm not going to be the one to tell you. So you'll constantly have people that are like that will surround you. Now, if you decide saying like, wait a minute, I'm worthy of better friends. I'm worthy of a love that actually pours into my soul, pours into my being, and you start operating like that, you will be attracting people who also see that and will let you know of your greatness, will let you know of how powerful you are. You will be surrounded by people who speak life into you. And them speaking life into you would not make their light dim. No, it will constantly further tell them that because I am light, I see the light within you. Right? And you want to surround yourself with those people. But first, you have to believe that you are worthy of greatness. You are worthy of love, unconditional love. You are worthy of having better connections, having divine connections. All right. So believe in that worthiness, because if you don't believe it, it's going to be kind of hard for you to find people outside of you that believes it. All right. So now let's see what the tarot says. All right, Spirit. What does the collective need to hear at this time? The Empress came out. Alrighty. What does the collective need to hear at this time? You got the Queen of Swords in reverse. What is it the collective needs to hear? I'm getting you guys are having trouble. Ooh, that was a lot. You guys are having trouble with clarity because the Queen of Swords talks like in her highest vibration. She has the discernment, and logically she knows what works and what doesn't work, and she's able to cut through the BS, and she's able to say like, you know, this is not for me, this ain't it. And she's able to cut through the BS because she has that ability of sight. She has the ability of sight to see what is no longer working and what she needs to let go of. So she has that sword to cut through the BS. This coming out in reverse, it actually makes a lot of sense, especially us talking about worthiness, you know, not feeling worthy of great things with the Eight of Wands in reverse coming out. Not feeling worthy of great things. So what do? We play small. We don't sit in our power, and we don't see ourselves as these powerful beings when in reality we are powerful, right? But when you look at your reflection, do you believe that? Do you believe how powerful you are? Or do you second guess it? Do you question it? That's something that you have to ask yourself. And with the Knave of Pentacles also coming out in the reverse, Knave of Pentacles upright, I get opportunities presenting itself to you guys, and you guys are doubting once again, not feeling worthy of these opportunities that are to come in for you. So if we don't feel worthy of these blessings that want to come in for us, what do? We sabotage, right? We look within ourselves and we start picking up all we have imposter syndrome. We have all of these things that says like, no, I don't believe this. I don't believe I'm worthy of this. Why is this coming in? Spirit, why did you bring this to me? Because you second guess it and you have imposter syndrome and you feel as though you're not worthy of great things when in actuality you are worthy of great things. So I feel like it's literally a mindset shift that we just need to have of speaking life within ourselves. The more times that we do that, we will start to believe it subconsciously. That's subconscious programming, that's subconscious reprogramming. Because the more that you feed yourself with thoughts, great thoughts of yourself, and you speak life within yourself, the more you will start to believe it. But if you constantly feed yourself negative belief systems and negative talk, then your subconscious will believe that. Your body will hear that. All your cells inside of you will believe the things that you are telling yourself. If you say, oh, I'm fat or I'm this, I'm ugly, I'm all of these degrading things that we say to ourselves, your body hears it and then it starts believing it. So it's time for us to like reprogram our thoughts and speak life within us so our worthiness can continue to increase and not decrease. All right. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel as though Spirit is calling you guys to be in a space of sharing your wisdom, not only your wisdom, but also your blessings as well. This is the space of as we get ourselves out of the rut, as we learn how to love on ourselves, we're able to show up and love on others as well. We're able to be that light in the darkness and show people through being an example that there is a better way. Right? I got myself out of this, so now I'm able to help you guys get yourselves out of this. Right? So that's what this whole journey is all about. It's a journey of loving on ourselves, learning how to love on ourselves, and being that example so that other people who have low self worth, because we were in that position before, we're able to show them, I was just like you, and look at me now. Right? So that's all a part of the journey, is pouring into ourselves so that we can show up and pour into other people who may forget who they are. And even with the Emperor, once again, the Emperor has been coming up a lot in these past readings, but it's like we don't get to the Emperor state until we know how worthy we are, until we know how valuable we are, how valuable our energy is. Until you know thyself, you won't be able to be in a healthy space to give to people, because you have to give to yourself at this time. And it's not selfish for you to give to yourself, because a lot of times that's another belief system that we adapt. Oh, it's selfish if I think only of myself and da da da. No, there is a healthy sense of selfishness that a person should have in life. And that's why I said there's balance in everything. You can't be too selfless or you'll be a martyr. You can't be too selfish or you'll be arrogant. You'll be egotistical. But there's a healthy sense, there's a healthy balance of selfishness and selflessness that a person should have in order to operate into this world. If you're constantly overgiving and overpouring into other people and your house is not being built, then you will be the one that is neglected. If you constantly operate in a world where I'm the best and everybody is beneath me and it's all about me, you will not be satisfied once you get to where you feel like you will get. Once you get to where you feel as though you'll have all your needs met and you're at a successful spot in life, you will not be satisfied, because it's not a me journey. We're all connected, right? But still, yet there's duality. You are still an individual operating in the world with everyone else. So there is a healthy balance that one should have where you know yourself, you believe in yourself, right? But you're also giving, you're also being of service to others outside of yourself, because that is where passion lies. That is where purpose lies, you know? So it's a healthy sense of balance that one should have. And let me see if anything else wants to come out. Um, yeah, Spirit, what else? Ooh, okay, hold on, hold on. I feel like those are. And then we have the High Priestess at the bottom. And this is spiritual alignment, you know? So, Nine of Pentacles, abundance. When you know you are this abundant person, you don't operate from lack. You don't operate like, oh my gosh, I give to this person and I'm not gonna receive that money back. No. The more you give, the more you receive. Right? That is literally the balance of the universe. If you stay in a state of gratitude, of saying like, my needs are met, I don't need to hold on to my money. I know I'm an abundant person. I can give what I can, and that money will come and find me again. Okay? But you are an abundant person. I feel as though the world conditions us to constantly look at our bank account and saying like, "Oh, how much money I got? Should I spend this or da, da, da," you know?" And we overdo it, and we get in our minds too often, and that's how lack is created. When really, even with the High Priestess coming out, we need to remember that the world is spiritual. It's spiritual before anything. What's physically in your bank account does not matter for real, because money is energy. And if you operate energetically as abundance, you will walk out and you will notice how things will just magically come to you. You'll magically get things for free. You'll magically find people that want to show up for you and want to pour into you for no reason. But the reason is because spiritually, energetically, you believe that you are abundant of great things. You believe that you are worthy of great things. So that's why energetically people want to show up for you and add to your abundance, because they see that, they feel that abundance, right? But we need to remember that money is energy. It's an energetic thing. It's not oh, if I don't physically have it, that don't mean I don't have it at all. If you don't believe that you are rich in the spiritual realm, you're going to continue being poor in this realm. Period. And with the Ace of Wands, I just get new opportunities. These opportunities can circle back around, and hopefully you won't second guess it. Hopefully you won't have imposter syndrome. Hopefully you will know that you are worthy of whatever wants to come in, because something is coming in. Okay? Don't overthink it. Don't second guess it. Don't feel like you're not enough, because whatever is coming in, you are overqualified already as it is. So say yes. Okay? And with the last card, with the strength card, is having this strength. And I feel like with strength, it gives us the strength that we've had to endure up until now, thus far. It already overqualifies for anything that wants to come up into our life right now, right? Because we've learned so much over the years, and the main thing that we've learned was resilience. This could be spiritual resilience. This could be physical resilience. This can be emotional resilience. The thing that we learned is resilience. And when you learn resilience, that is felt. Energetically, that is felt. The warrior in you is felt. So when you are walking into spaces and places and things, that is still going to be felt. They're going to be like, "Oh, I can't mess with her. Listen, I can't mess with him." I feel that. I feel that strength within you. Now it's up to you to believe just how strong you are. Because a lot of times we do go through life and we're like, oh, yeah, I got through that or whatever. But when you start telling your story to people and that hasn't heard a lot of the things that you have to endure, they gonna be looking dumbfounded and you gonna be like, oh yeah, I just did that like it was nothing, like, and it's like, no, you had to endure a lot of trauma. You had to endure a lot of these things that if somebody else would have went through the same thing that you went through, they would have exited themselves out of this universe already by now. But you kept on going. You kept on pushing through. And that is something to celebrate. That is something to reaffirm to you that you are absolutely worthy. You are worthy of great things. You've had to go through so much. Now it's time for you to believe just how worthy, just how much, just how powerful you are. And when you believe that and it's ingrained in you, you will be unstoppable. All right. So now let's see what angel cards want to come out. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what angel numbers can they be looking at? Can the collective be looking at to reconfirm to them? Because I know we be asking, we be going outside to the world saying like, show me this number if you mean if this is for me. So what number can they look out for? Okay. We have 0707, 1011, 0909. All right, come on now. The first one, 0707, is compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions, literally, and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. Going back to Yasigi, living out loud, expressing your emotions, letting go of things that no longer serve you, okay? And letting go of grudges, okay? Like, if there's a lack of understanding from family and friends, just move on. Move on for yourself, not for them. All right, and now it says the next card is 1011, take action. It says hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. Even with the high priestess coming out, this is a spiritual journey, you guys. And then it says this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. What did I just say? I said this is resilience. This is perseverance. You keep on going. Don't quit. You keep on going. It's perseverance. And even in the past reading, I was saying this is a fool's journey. It's time for you to take that leap of faith. And you may not know what's on the other side of that cliff, but take the leap of faith. And if you have that faith of a mustard seed, you will be unstoppable because you will know that the universe is conspiring for your growth, for your success. All right, and then the last card that came out is 0909, and it says new beginnings, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. Come on now. I love this. I really, really do, because that's why I said this is letting go of the old and welcoming in the new. This is a new chapter with new characters, a new storyline. It's a new director. Like it's everything is new. Okay? So welcome all this newness into your world because it's here. That old stuff can't come with you. All right, so be as light as a feather. And to end off the reading, we're going to get some affirmation cards. Tickets, and let's see. I be trying to mix it, but kind of be a little hard. All right. So it says, I have the freedom and power to create the life I desire. I love this. Come on now. That was the perfect way to end off the reading because you do have the freedom. You are the author, director, the narrator. You're all of it for your storyline. Now create a better storyline because you can do it. All right, but that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message at this time. I love you guys so much. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.